I am Michael Hughes. I am one of Coates Library's instructional librarians. I work with the departments of history, philosophy, and communication. And you might remember getting an email from me earlier in the summer about your FYE assignment because for the moment, I'm also serving as the university's FYE coordinator.
Hi there, my name is Jason Hardin. I am the manager of access services, so I oversee the circulation department. I am also the liaison to the Spanish, Italian, and Chinese sections of the Modern Languages and Literatures department. And I am the university copyright officer, so I deal with all of that fun stuff.
My name is Matthew Landers. I'm the evening supervisor for circulation. I have a bachelor's and a master's in English, and I'm here to offer my input in any way I can. Some of the things I think about immediately are two things. One, the depth and the breadth of research and the difference between high school and college research and what you do with that research. With college, you have journals, periodicals, you have scholars on site or scholars that you can connect to, you have original archives. With college, it's a whole another story where you're having to use maybe 10 or more sources just for a 6-page paper, and especially even longer papers as you get through college, not just in your first year.
One of the key differences that occurs to me is that in high school, I was never asked to really conceive and develop a research question. When I was first assigned writing papers in college, and the professor would say, you need to develop a good research question, I had no idea what that meant. In high school, I was always told, you are going to research X and report on it. And I had to figure that out when I got to college. And I realized that as you start engaging with the material and you start bringing your own perspectives to the material, and you start seeing what is out there, what already exists in the corpus of that field, then some research questions will start to naturally emerge, and you might decide to pursue one of them. What position do you want to take in a debate, or something like that? So that was a key difference for me between high school level research and college level research, was understanding that I had to develop my own lines of inquiry into the field.
My experience was a lot like yours. Positionality, making an argument, defending claims really didn't enter into it. In fact, when I cast my mind back to think about the research I did in high school, I'm left with precious few examples. But as you described, Jason, it was really more of a summary report. And it was about reading someone else's summary and then summarizing it myself. Any analysis that I was doing tended to be limited to evidence that was internal to a book, right? So I remember doing a lot of research with literature, but it was really about interpreting, say, the meaning of the green light in The Great Gatsby or something. So that's a way of kind of returning to something that Matt outlined for us, which is that the difference between high school and college level research is one of scope. On the one hand, you're going to have many, many more resources at Trinity. Something north of 700,000, and that's not taking into account all of the digital stuff that we have. And if you were to do that, that would increase exponentially. So scope is going to increase considerably. And what your professors are going to ask you to do with that material, as Matt said, the depth in which you'll go is going to be much greater. But here is where it's important to add that there is also a greater degree of specialization at Trinity. So whereas in my high school, we had just the one librarian, at Trinity, you have many. And as you heard a moment ago, we all have different levels of, different areas of specialization. And we tend to know a lot about those areas. So I want to underscore this point especially. As the difficulty of the task increases, so does the amount of help available to you so that you can successfully complete the assignments that your professors design. So this library is open to you. It is designed to maximize your intellectual freedom and your ability to explore all kinds of topics. But we know that given the amount of stuff that's available to you, it can be a little overwhelming, right? So I want to remind you that, and here I'm just going to share my screen real quick. Of course, you're seeing this as part of your other NSO pages, but you can always find a list of the Librarians of Trinity by coming to our website, lib.trinity.edu, mouse over here to the Liaison Librarians page, and then match the subject that you are interested in researching to the librarian's name and reach out. And we really do want to hear from you. We are here to help you, so don't hesitate to contact us with your questions.